Welcome back to the show. My name is True. We are Green Room Radio. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Shane Sparks.
What's good? What's good?
We got little Rach in the house.
What's up? What's up?
And today we got a very special guest, Mr. Vegas Kai.
What's the word, man? How you feeling?
Yes.
Or Nicholas, should we say?
Nah,
right off the bat.
that's so funny. That's what Chad said,
Right
but
off
that's
the
not
bat.
true.
Yeah,
ChatGPT got my name wrong. My name is not Nicholas.
ChatGPT needs to fix himself. So what's up, man? What
Mr. Las Vegas streamer. We hear a lot about you in the streets here, so
Good thing,
we're
things,
excited to
bad
have you.
good things?
Good things.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Really good things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we even get rolling, I mean, where are you from? Are you from Vegas?
Born and raised Las Vegas.
Okay. See,
I'm a
man,
local.
everybody who's local, man, something
They
good.
got a cool aura to them.
Yeah. Well, I
It's
mean,
not
they're
like the people that just moved here,
they're
like us. No, I'm just
wait,
kidding.
they're
I know.
I'm kidding. I'm
they're
kidding.
well, they're exposed to everything that people that move here
No,
get
for
exposed to in a real short amount of time. So
So going into like the streaming world real quickly, like how long you been doing this for?
Streaming, I've been streaming for a year. I think this June marks a year.
Wow.
and so on these streams, I know we've been looking into it, and I think my producer Matt said he had heard there. I guess the term is that just to be active, you got to be at least 4 hours a day. How true is that? Like, how many hours are you putting in on a?
No. You could do less than 4 hours, but I mean, I usually try to put in at least every stream 2 to 5. But I've done way longer. I've done 24-hour streams, 72-hour streams. I've done longer streams before, but I would say my average is probably about 3 to 6, somewhere in there.
Do you break it up, or is it just one straight?
It's usually one straight, unless stream drops for some reason. But usually, if the stream doesn't drop, then I'll just go all the way through.
Okay. And how much do you have to like plan these out? I mean, each day, are you like, before you go to sleep, are you like trying to think about what your stream is going to be about the next day? Or
It really depends. Like during my 30-day streams, which is what I'm doing right now, I do those twice a year, like every 6 months. Those are the ones where I get really creative. Those are the ones where I try to plan all my content out. But even those, I try not to overwhelm myself.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll try to just plan as much as I can, but then some days random things may pop up. So like, for example, at the beginning of the month, I'll plan the first week, and then going into that second week, things will start to slowly come up. But I don't really try to plan out too far ahead.
Is there in the streaming world, I mean, is there such thing as an algorithm? Meaning, like I know I go through all kinds of stuff with just posting our content. You should post at 8 a.m. I post at midnight. I mean, is there particulars with streaming, like particular?
No, so that's the biggest misconception about streaming, that there's no algorithm. There is no going viral on Twitch. There is no going viral on Kick.
Really?
So it's not. So it really comes down to like your viewership. That's how you get pushed to the top of the list. But where you're gonna go viral at is your clips, all the stuff that you get from the streams, and you post those on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, right, wherever. And then those clips are the ones that actually turn you up. Those are the ones that make you go viral. And then people will then filter in afterward. And there's some people who don't even watch my streams. There's a lot of my supporters, a lot of people that see me, hey man, Vegas Kai. You've never seen a full stream of mine.
Yeah.
You've seen the clips. But you probably
yeah.
haven't seen a
So
full
how important is that guy? I mean, I just watched something on Clippers and what people are paying these Clippers. And so when you say a Clipper, you have somebody that's, as you're streaming, he's actually clipping content as you go.
Yeah. So like the bigger you get, the more clippers you get. Or if you have the budget to pay for clippers, like a clipping campaign, then you get a bunch of clippers. So as for now, I have like a couple, but majority of it is done by myself.
And did you pay for these clippers?
The ones that I have, no. They just do it off the love. Those are the ones that are kind of like I consider my team. And those are the ones that are really supporting me and helping clip up my content. But then
that's hard. It's hard. I mean, I used to, for our shows, man, I had to, I finally, after a couple years, hired a real deal person, because I'm like, dude, it's time consuming.
It is.
To cut some clips. It was taking me 1 hour show, taking me 3-4 hours. And
I think
you're trying to get the best of what you think out of them. And
that's what I've been trying to get people to understand about me, is I don't really have a team. So everything you see is me. So when it comes down to the clipping, the editing, my whole Instagram, anything you've seen me do with other streamers, any collabs, I don't really have a team yet, brother. I mean, other than like I have a marketing lady and I have a PR lady that just kind of started coming around the last month. But for my first year, Everything was just me, dolo.
Is it because you're building, or
correct?
You need to get a decent sized budget before you can start bringing in.
It's definitely budget. Definitely once you get a decent sized budget, you can start paying for things. Then obviously it makes it a lot easier. But
do you think like a team is necessary in order to get to the next level with streaming?
100%. Yeah, I think that's definitely what's
anything.
I guess making me a little stagnant is because I don't have that team. But I think it's coming around. I think people are starting to believe in what I do, and those conversations are coming up more and more and more. So hopefully by next year, I should definitely have a full team. But once you get that full team, a lot of stress gets taken off your back. You can be more creative, and you can just be talent.
I tell people all the time for when I, our producer, when I hired his company to do our stuff, it was difficult for me because if I brought you in as you're my friend, I felt obligated. Like I need to do the clips because I know what he's going to want for his viewers. I can't just send it to a company and think that guy's going to think the same way I do.
Yep.
And next thing you know, I'm 15 episodes behind when I brought him on. And I'm like, it was so hard for me. I had the money, the funding, and everything, but it was so hard to patch the torch. And then finally, after I did, I was just like, oh my God, like now we're caught up. Things are flowing.
It's definitely easy to get to fall behind. When you have
to trust the people around you. People are in and out. I always say, especially when it comes to like camera people. I mean, we went through tons of them. And I always tell people like, they didn't mean to just, leave or not get our shit done.
Yeah.
They're just, they're younger and they're taking on too much stuff.
Yeah.
And then they realize it. And then it's like, you got to let them go because they're not keeping up and it's making you fall behind. But we went through dozens of camera people.
Yeah.
Are you a wrestler?
Crazy transition.
Just want to take this
like, hold up,
I want to know something about, are you a wrestler?
No.
So why were you wrestling the UFC chick?
Oh, yeah, I just saw that. That was on my list.
How did that happen?
My mouth got ahead of my feet, brother.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was just popping it. I'm a boxer. I do box.
And were you legitimately trying? Like when you guys were just wrestling? Because as a man, I still say I don't think a woman
like 90%. There was definitely a 10% that probably could have been unlocked if it was a guy, or if it was like if my life was in danger, but at the same time I'm not trying to hurt her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's what I was trying to figure out.
So what happened was, I met her before. She came over to the house a couple times, over to the Bitfortune mansion, and I don't remember how the conversation came up, but I think they just started talking about like her being able to beat up a guy or something like that. And I said, man, I'll whoop her ass.
Exactly.
And I was joking though. And she looked at me.
Wait, you said this live on stream?
I said it live on stream.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I said, man, I'll whoop her ass. She ain't even gonna whoop me.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'm just playing. And she was not. She was like, all right. Start putting her hair in a ponytail. I'm like, whoa. Wait, I'm just joking.
She was trying for real.
100%.
Like I'm watching her and I'm looking at her like she's trying. And I'm glad you asked that question because I was like, is he giving 80, 60? Is she really like hard to get down? Because
she wasn't. No, she wasn't hard to get down at all.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to know your side.
It's the weight. What would you say she probably is in the? Cause she does MMA about 125 or 35 somewhere in there. Probably.
She probably walking around probably like 145.
Really?
Yeah. She's not little. She's not built.
She's like Mayweather weight.
And she's strong for sure. I think probably like for the average civilian. Yeah, she'll probably mess somebody up, but I got some strength on me. I play sports, I box, I play football, so you know what I'm saying? So just certain things that did help me in that scenario, but it was definitely real. When she grabbed me behind the neck, I was like, she dead ass serious. So then I was like, let me lock in. I hurried up, got around her, took her to the ground a little bit. She kind of like let herself go though, because we're on like the tile.
Yeah.
So she didn't really want to resist. So I got her on the ground, and at that point, I'm just trying to keep her from submitting me. So I was just moving around her. I could tell what she was trying to do a little bit. She was trying to put me in the triangle, trying to put me in the arm bar. I was moving out of it. And then somehow she got my ankle. Started twisting my foot. I'm like, we're done.
Like,
you got it.
I was like, is
you
this
got
real?
Well, that's fair. You got it.
I saw she's a legit black belt. And
she's a black belt?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm like that. I'm like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that.
You don't know.
I'm like that.
I looked at her page and I researched her, and she's a legit black belt. And,
wow.
I used to say the same thing. I got you see a lot of pictures. I'm best friends with the Diaz brothers. And, back about, years ago, I was like, man, I've played sports my whole life. I don't believe anybody in my size range could choke me out is the term I used. I kept asking Nick, and Nate was like, "No, man, no. It just went on all night. We were drinking all night.
Oh, y'all was drinking?
Yeah. Finally, about 6.
You ended up on the floor past that.
100%.
No, I was finally about 6 in the morning. Nick was like, "All right," and they're so long. Those guys are.
Yeah.
They're bro. He grabbed me, and I just looked up, and everybody's laughing. He had choked me out like within like 10 seconds.
That's what I'm saying.
10 seconds of grabbing you?
From the time he grabbed me, all I remember is looking up, and I didn't feel nothing. Like I didn't feel any pressure. I didn't feel that I went out, but he choked me out that fast.
Right.
Like when
I'm not messing with them.
You know, so even as a girl, I mean, you know, they're black belts. You know, they're probably a little further along than she is. I think they're 3rd, 4th degree black belts.
Yeah.
But no, they can get you fast.
No, yeah. If you don't know what you're doing.
But it doesn't. Yeah. It was good to know that it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was asking them questions like, for instance, like Amanda Nunes. I'm like, do you think do you really think she could like take me out in a street fight? And they're like 100%.
Here's the thing. When I and I give nothing but respect to the woman that I went up against. But in my opinion, if that was a street fight in the position that I was in, I ain't gonna lie, I would let the hands fly. It would have been different. I can't punch, but in a position of her being on the ground and me being on top, if I had to and I was fighting for my life, I ain't gonna lie.
So what are you asking for a round 2?
I'm not. No. I'm not asking for round 2. I'm just saying. I'm just in that scenario because I was getting away from the wrestling part. If this was like an actual fight, and I'm fighting for my life. Yeah, that situation would have been different. I would let the hands fly.
So tell me this: if somebody did a viewer's choice or whatever that is, would you do it with her? Would you fight her like for real, for like they had a bag for you?
In MMA?
Like you're talking about one of these goofy matches?
Yeah. They had one of those matches like when what's your boy who just got his face knocked off?
Oh yeah,
Bob
Menry.
That was the Adin Ross's league.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, so him and
that shit was crazy.
Him and Manziel.
Yeah.
Would
I do that? I'm not gonna lie. Boxing, yes. I don't know about MMA, gang.
Yeah,
right.
Dude, I saw
gloves is small, bro.
The Sneako.
Yeah,
he picked that Sean Strickland, man. I was like, bro, that was a bad pick when he told Strickland he wanted, because Strickland just literally like beat him. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was that was bad. A UFC fighter. I thought Sean. I knew Sean wouldn't.
Yeah.
If that was Nick or Nate, they wouldn't have been throwing bombs like that. I think Sean was trying to say, "Don't you influencers ever come into an MMA gym and ask me to fight for real."
This is the thing though. Like I have a boxing background. Right. I've been boxing for 4 years now. Granted, I haven't went pro or anything, but I'm a lot better than the average streamer.
100%.
So once I get that chance to get me some fame and notoriety, and I'm in those rooms, I'm gonna put on her influence and fuck somebody up.
Let's see it.
Oh, he's influencing. All right.
Yeah. Put you up against Ray J.
Yeah. A lot of these, bro. Majority of influencers can't fight. I can fight though.
I believe.
We'll be there watching.
I was gonna say.
100%.
We'll be there.
100%.
Yeah, Rachel said. So she told me she went to the event and she just said, she mentioned it was just so weird because everybody in there was streamers. So it's kind of like everybody was in their own world, and you're just.
It was just different.
Existing.
I walked in, I was like, whoa! Like everyone had a camera in somebody's face. I was like, oh, it's like that over here.
What is the university? I was looking at that situation. What is that all about?
Yes, with Kai.
Yeah, Stream University is a once a year event that Cenat puts together. Cenat is like one of the OGs of the streaming world. He pretty much just put himself on the Mount Rushmore of streamers.
That's crazy.
And
for sure.
he pretty much puts together a university where he gets anywhere from like 130 to 160 students in a way. And it's pretty much upcoming streamers, or some of them are probably already been streaming, gets like, some veterans, but he pretty much puts together this event to give an opportunity for a lot of younger and newer streamers the opportunity to network and pretty much prove their talent in front of the world, pretty much.
Okay. Because I was looking up Jess West, is that her name? Jess West, and she was doing some little thing on it, talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was negative or positive, based off of the quote that she said. Like, what is her...
What, those about the Streamer University?
Yeah,
I didn't see the whole thing.
Jess West has been here. She came through here probably like a month ago. She's cool. She does news for No Jumper, but I don't know what she would have known about the university.
So her cousin is a friend of mine. Her name is Bonnie Lache. She was on Blueface's dating show back in the day. She was on DDG's Love Show. And I think she's got off of another reality TV show. So that's Jess West and Bonnie are cousins. Bonnie is also a streamer. Bonnie went to the LA auditions with me, and she went to the Atlanta auditions afterward as well. So I think Jess West probably gave her perspective of how she felt like the Streaming University auditions were going based off of probably what her cousin had been through. And from what I'm gathering, I didn't watch the whole clip, but I think she was pretty much saying something like, Cenat like finessed you guys, or he got one over on you. He didn't plan on bringing younger streamers, something like that, something in that lane. I think that's what she was.
How old is this Cenat?
He's probably 23, maybe. He's young, bro.
Are you serious?
So when he says bring in young, how old are the people showing up for the university?
Well, you have to be 18 or older. But the age range, it was people that was 18 all the way up to in their 30s.
Right.
I was going to say, did you see like a 50 or a 70-year-old?
There definitely was a lady that was for sure in her 50s there.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we asked.
I give it up for them.
Give it up for the 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
Come on. My question is like, do you think like anyone can become a streamer nowadays?
Yeah. I think that I don't think that streaming has an age limit. Now you will get a lot of heat for it from just the streaming community, because the streaming community is for, fairly younger. So definitely if you come in over 30, they're gonna call you uncle or auntie. So you're gonna get the jokes for sure.
Right.
But if you just establish yourself as different, you have a good little niche, they're pretty accepting.
How many people came out to that the thing, and how many did he accept in?
So I want to say it was at least 3,000 people outside.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm sorry, do they have to pay for that, or is it just something?
No, you have to pay.
You can just like buy online or
got
something.
in the door, like into the auditorium, maybe, when I counted, I think I counted like 1,200 to 1,500 seats. We were half capacity, so we had to be at least 800 to 1,000. So we're in that range.
So did he like already choose the people that he wants in a streamer university?
Did he already choose? No, he hasn't chosen yet.
Oh,
so
okay. So you're still up for it. Like
for sure.
There's potential.
Yeah. So even in the LA auditions, like I said, about 800 people got in the door. He only interviewed, I think, maybe 100 or a little over 100. I was the 39th person that he interviewed. So not that many people got a chance to go.
So like, how did you get the chance to go? And like, why did the other people did not?
I got there, so I left Vegas at 12 a.m. I got to Cali about 4. Got to the university about 4:30
a.m.
a.m. And they already had the campus like kind of not blocked off, but they kind of had like security out there. We were all at the McDonald's across the street because they kept kicking people off campus. Those people that camped out for days.
Wow.
So they were already kicking people off campus before the event started. The previous 2 days of the event even started. So when I got there, nobody wanted to go on campus yet because the on-campus security for Cal State said that they didn't want anybody on campus until after 5:30 a.m. So we're all just at the McDonald's.
It was actually a real university.
That's
a real
crazy.
University.
Oh man,
So that is crazy.
So I ended up getting on campus at 5:30, 6 o'clock. And when we got on campus, everybody bum rushed auditorium. There's probably about at least 500 of us already there.
I can only imagine.
I didn't run. I just didn't feel like doing all that. But my boys did. I had some young homies. They sprinted up there, got a good spot in line.
And you still got 39.
Yeah. I took my jolly stroll over there. And by the time I got there, walked straight to the line. I was like, hey, what's going on? I'm just getting what's about. I'm like, it's good. I got people. It's straight. So I walked to the front of the line and I just posted out for like 7-8 hours until it started.
I have a serious question for you.
Shoot.
Okay, so when situations like this happen for people like you know what I mean, you get famous and there's a lot of women around. What's your life like with women, and how are you going to deflect? Because as soon as you get into this position, you get all the wannabe crazy hang-ons, and a lot of us lose what we have based on females.
Yeah.
Are you dealing with anything like that, or do you know like this is the last thing I'm going to get involved with while I'm trying to make it to where I'm trying to get to?
Yeah, I don't see females be my issue because I'm even outside of having any type of notoriety or clout or anything like that. I'm already super picky. Shout out to my pops. You know, he taught me to be super picky. So
that's what's up.
I don't really see myself having female problems. And I've kind of already been through that phase. I went to college. I partied. I had my fair share of encounters. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's never that deep.
Right.
So but yes, I don't think I'll have women problems.
what's the ratio between the men and the women streamers?
Definitely more guys.
Definitely
women definitely have a leg up. If there are women out there that are streamers, they definitely have a leg up because it's a male dominated space. So and we always want
that's probably like
to be around
like
for
that,
sure.
like that Nina Drama. You know who that is? Nina
she does
Drama.
like UFC.
She's on the UFC, but she's streaming and you know, she's up there. But I mean, but she's got the UFC behind her.
Yeah.
You know, and she's a pretty girl. I guess she was a playmate back in the day. But
I mean, streaming is where it's at nowadays.
It's crazy.
Do you think this is going to be do you think this is going to go on for a long time, or you think this is this a phase?
No, it's not.
Is somebody going to step in and try to like regulate the money? You think?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I hope not. But
I feel like you know the amounts right here.
You can't regulate
it's like the
it.
beginning of TikTok and Instagram.
The best way I like to explain streaming is it's OnlyFans for guys.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow, that's
It's
a great way to
You hear
put
that,
it.
true?
Think about the model.
Time to sign up.
Yeah.
Gifts, tips, exclusive content.
That's so true.
Okay, so this goes to another question. What makes one bigger than the other one? Like, is there somebody?
Did you just ask why streaming is it as big as OnlyFans? Is that the question?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about like you and Kai. What makes is it your material? Is it your content? Like what makes one person bigger than the other? Like what separates you?
Production.
100%.
Camera quality, IRL backpack, live view, creativity, collaborations, all that stuff matters.
Do you feel like people in the streamer community, do you feel like they genuinely want to help you, or you think they look at you as like a competition at the end of the day?
In Vegas, in Vegas is all love, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yep.
Like that's one thing I like about the city is that the streaming community out here, we all share the same connections. We all collaborate with each other, and me leading from the front because people do, consider me one of the top guys out here in streaming. I make sure that I do a good job of keeping the peace. I don't like drama. I don't like beef. It's no need for that. We don't have to act like we're rappers and we gotta have issues. That's lame to me.
Look,
so
No,
you
for
just took me to another situation because a lot of the entertainment is driven by a lot of thug, ghetto, people raised wrong.
Yeah.
What I like about when I dance and when y'all do stream, it's good dudes doing something that they love to do.
Yeah.
And it ain't got nothing to do with attitude, being ghetto or being disrespectful. It's about just personality and that's what I like about so far the people that we met on this show.
Yeah.
And the more I get into it, it's just good,
genuine people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those people who do have those negative traits, you get called out quick. People in the community, the viewers, they call you out on that. So having an ego or thinking that you're better than somebody else, they don't rock with that.
I love it.
It definitely, holds you accountable to your character for sure.
So it's almost like everything being raw and being real kind of just goes hand in hand with that. Just like how everything is nowadays when you post on social media. Like people don't want like the perfect space. People want like the messy room. Like people want you just being you. They don't want the
They just want you to be you.
It goes back to what you were saying when, because we've done it. When you're trying to like plan something out, it obviously will come off that way. People trained, I could say, okay, they put this skit together.
Yeah.
But I think when, like when we were doing that a little bit, we got to the point where we're just like, man, you just got to go with the flow.
Yeah.
And once we started going with the flow and just being just realistic, before we would come in, we'd have all these notes and all the stuff about people. And I'm like, you know what? That's just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Usually the guest drives us on how they want the thing to go. But the more we planned it, the more flustered we got.
Yeah. I think in streaming, it's good to have half and half. It's good to be balanced on the improv, but good to be balanced on the scripted content as well. Because a big portion of streaming is scripted content, whether you realize it or not. But I think that's what makes you a good streamer. If you're able to take scripted content, but still make it look improv and make it look realistic, and having that character that you're being exaggerative, but the audience doesn't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What? What's the best thing that's ever happened since you've been doing this? Like, what did you do, or what happened to you? Just like, dude, this is exactly what I've been wanting to do, or this is where I'm going to always be.
Probably my first $1,000 that I made. I had
from like Twitch or
from Twitch. Yeah, it was. I got $1,000 gifted to me live on stream. This was
that's dope.
That's crazy.
That was in December on Christmas Eve. I did a give back stream where I pretty much bought some toys for kids, and I went to the east side where I'm from, and I just went to like a Ross, Walmart, just walk around the shopping center, just handing out gifts. And some random person who was never in my chat before, just happened to be on my stream. said, I love what you do. We talked a little bit spiritually about, the Lord, and they just blessed me with $1,000 on stream.
I love
That's
that.
That was the craziest thing that ever happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That was just a genuine moment that everybody got to catch. So it was dope.
So do you find yourself like, do you want to do more things like that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
love it.
my
Gift
goal.
giving back.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, my goal is
Love
to take the money that I make from streaming, obviously take care of myself, you know what I'm saying? But definitely take a portion of that and find a way to give it back to the city.
I
For
love
sure.
Mhm.
That I do want that to be a big part of my content, but I just gotta get the funds.
So
100%.
you briefly said like about the Lord. So I'm guessing you have a strong faith.
Correct.
I love that. That's
Mhm.
amazing. I feel like more people need to have that.
Yeah.
And so I
Especially in
see
Las
that.
Vegas.
So you
Yeah.
saying that you're, you want to do the gift giving and do all that. That's basically doing the Lord's work.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, just using my platform in a way to just spread a good message. Because I do have content that's not, the best.
Yeah.
So I try to balance it out
We're
with
human.
the
We're
I
human.
try to balance that with the adult entertainment side, but I do want some wholesome content as well. I just want to be completely degenerate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, totally get that.
Yeah.
What is the most valuable advice you've gotten from your daddy?
From my daddy is crazy.
Daddy.
Speaking
even
of pops
call
in
him
the
daddy.
room.
Yeah, shout out to dad.
Most valuable from pops. Never let him see you sweat. And he's big on making sure that I keep my mental straight.
Yeah.
He knows how frustrating or difficult life can be. Being a man. And I do wear my heart on my sleeve. So I do have to take that advice a lot of the time and not mask it, but just do a better job of making sure that I'm not letting my stress show.
Right.
And trying to show up in a good way. And I've taken that advice a lot too. The more I've grown my platform and when I meet people, I make sure no matter what mood I'm in, this is opportunity for them to meet me off camera, off stream, outside of social media. So I do a good job of interacting, smiling, even if I'm not having a good day. Because you only get one first impression.
100%.
So I don't want somebody who see me online to be a fan of me in some way or be a supporter of mine. And they meet me on a bad day and I treat them or mistreat them. And then now that's their impression of me. I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I make sure I keep my face card good. He's always taught me that for sure. Keep
Love
my
it.
face card good.
Love that.
Love it.
That's huge, especially in entertainment. Anything to do entertainment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They get 1 second with you.
Yep.
3 minutes, whatever it is.
Yep.
And that's how they're going to remember you
And
for the
that's-
rest of
yep,
their
and
life.
that's
They
how
may
they-
never see you again.
Yep. And I've been on the opposite end where
Yep.
I met somebody that maybe I was a supporter of, and based off the interaction, I'm like, man, I don't really know if I vibe with this person like I thought. But I have to give them grace because some people don't handle stress well. But you never know. You don't know. Damn, are you really like that? You really, really an asshole off camera?
Right.
I don't know. I only met you once.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell
that's what you
people
saw.
in my world, fans can be scary when you get to a certain number of fans.
Yeah.
Really? You think so?
Oh yeah. I mean, well, you just don't know what people's intentions are. You know, you don't know if they really like you. They might like you. They might not like you. I mean, the camp that I was in rolled a very particular way. But my proof, rest in peace. Something he always told me, about not going out there and not interacting is, he was like, hey man, he'd always say, keep in mind, John Lennon was signing an autograph
And a fan.
when he got shot.
See,
So so the thing is something I did personally. I tried to, I heard Big Boy say this the other day. He was talking to Black Sam, Nipsey's brother.
Yeah.
And he started crying because he said Nipsey would come into a club and he said he would make eye contact with everybody. He's like, he acknowledged everybody, even if he didn't know you.
Yeah.
And Big Boy's like, I've never seen somebody do that.
Yeah.
And so like, I mean, not in that type of sense. I think Nipsey had a presence about him that people felt.
Yeah.
But I see it. I've been in, performing at a show or whatever, and you see somebody and you just take that one little minute just to like, just to say like, what's up to them. And it makes their whole day. But, in your head, you can be hungover, you could be jet lag, you could be. So you do only get that one chance.
Yeah.
And then people be like, oh, that person was a jerk. They don't.
Yeah,
They don't do this.
I've never thought about it that way in the sense of how the negative interactions can be. I've always tried to see the good in people, and I hope that isn't my downfall one day. But yeah, that is a good perspective to have, that you are meeting strangers, and obviously the more popular you get, the more fans you get, the more interactions you'll have, and you have to be wary of who you let in your space, who you let touch you, who you let speak to you, who you let. I understand that part. Yeah. So it's a tough thing to
as you get older too, you develop. What's crazy is a lot of the big artists today, the anxiety. of, like, what are you talking about? You perform in front of 80,000 people,
Yeah.
but they're scared to death. You see them shaking, like they're afraid to even go anywhere around like a crowd like that.
Mm.
They want to have make
Just
sure
the
that there's
space.
bars and people between them.
Yeah, because is it come from a sense of like danger? Like, does it feel dangerous if it's too many people? Or
Yeah, I always thought one time we were in Australia and there was a record. Taylor Swift said it, then Justin Bieber, and then we said it. It was like 108,000 people in this thing, and I just remember looking out there, and I was like, I don't know if it's because I'm getting old, but I'm like, what if something happened? Like, you can even put another person standing there like this, and I in my head I'm looking, and I'm like, if there was a fire, a shooting, just
Done.
people had to run.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's over.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I mean, I thought about that the whole thing, and I mean, we're in a better spot.
Yeah.
We're at least lifted and on whatever, but
Mhm.
I'm like, we're really not.
Yeah.
Like so much can like go down.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as you're streaming, you will start developing little types of crowds and
No, I've been in those environments before, and I've never related to people who are super fanned out about other people. Don't get me wrong, I have some people that I like and support, but I don't idolize these people. So for me, it's like weird to see people chase after people running with the phone. I've walked in rooms with famous people and didn't say a word. In my head, I'm like, damn, I really want to talk to bro. I'll leave him alone though.
I tell people all the time, man, away from everything, they're the most normal people.
I know.
Ever.
I know. And I treat them like that.
And they want, that's how they want to be treated. They don't want
a normal person.
Yeah. They're no different, than me and you. And then you said you knew Nile.
Yeah.
This guy, man, me and Little Ray can call this guy our spirit animal. I don't know what it
Nile's
is with this guy.
character, bro.
Yeah.
He pops up, man, like out of nowhere. And I mean, he does. I mean, I hope he can pull something together for himself. I think he's talented, but it's just like he comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like
he just pops up.
He'll pop. He popped up on me one day. I hadn't even seen him in like a year, and he had Sauce Walker.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm coming out of the Westgate.
Yeah.
Nile standing there with a cat on his shoulder, chicken nugget, or whatever he calls it. And he's like, how you doing, True? And it freaked me out. Well, I'm like, how did you know I was here? Because I don't go out that much. So I'm not with them, but they had the cars out there, like the
Was this after ComplexCon?
Yes.
I was there.
Yeah. So we were up in a room with a guy, Don Johnson. I think we shot a video with him that night. And we knew that was going on, but we weren't part of none of that. And then I see Nile and he's like, hey man, I want to introduce you to someone. And what was crazy was I don't follow it enough to be, I've heard the name Sauce Walker. I don't follow his music.
Yeah.
But he showed me him and he was wearing a cowboy hat and he was super tall. And I mean, I had seen him, he had made the news. One of his artists got shot somewhere, Memphis or something. But he looked so little on the TV. And then when I saw him in person, he was so tall.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, Nile's always just running into these people and like getting.
That's crazy. I think I was with them that night.
But I mean, he was wearing a red cowboy hat. I mean, not a red,
a tan.
A tan cowboy hat. I think he had red thing on.
They had a whole bunch of little exotic cars outside.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I was there that night. I don't know why he didn't introduce me to you.
Yeah.
Because he didn't talk about you for a while.
That's so funny.
Because I was sitting there and I was with a girl that's one of our DJs on our station. And like we were sitting there and I'm like, I started thinking again. I go, here comes the age. I'm like, should I be standing by Sauce Walker? Like, is this guy getting shootouts and stuff?
Now is I would call him like a extension cord. He's a connector.
Yeah,
he is.
He's like, hey, meet him. You guys do your thing. Because I'm like that too. I'm a connector too.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all link up, do your thing.
I feel like I call it the 1 degree of separation. It's like you don't realize how close you are, or like how close you are to everything when you look at it in the grand scheme. Because you didn't realize, like, wait, you guys were probably in the same room with the same people, but didn't realize it until later.
Yeah.
It's like you're only 1 degree away from separation from anything in this world.
I owe a lot of my success, early success, to Nile. Because at ComplexCon, he really took care of me. Him having that cat gave him the opportunity to get into Blackboy Max's booth and room that he had at ComplexCon. Blackboy Max is also another big streamer. And there are all the streamers that were coming in town were going to Blackboy Max's room. So that was like the hub for all the big, large streamers. And by now having that cat, Blackboy Max wanted the cat to stay in the room for an hour. Now as my buddy, he said, yo, can you call me to Max's room to get my cat? I said, hell yeah. Went in there,
Wow.
networked with Max a little bit, stood in there for a little bit. I gained like 100 followers just by being on his stream for 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that clip.
I shouted myself out and boom, my stuff started going up. But yeah, and then all the other people I met that weekend, just off of now having that cat, bro. So
do you have a favorite streamer? Is there somebody that you look up to?
Yeah, so I'll probably go Cenat 100%. Production creativity wise, yeah. I would throw DDG up there as well. I like his content. He's like newer to streaming. He's only been streaming like a year.
Is Adin Ross considered a streamer?
Yeah, Adin Ross.
Okay.
He's on the Mount Rushmore as well, for sure.
Really?
And third, I would have to think about. I'll probably go off the top of my head for sure. I'm throwing Cenat and DDG up there.
Would Logan Paul and Jake Paul be considered?
No, they're YouTubers.
YouTubers.
They should stream though. I'm not gonna lie. They'll probably make a bag, bro. They would make a bag.
They don't make so much money.
Yeah. They probably don't even care. Yeah.
They're making bags everywhere else.
Yeah.
They're making bags with these boxing matches and fights.
No, it's crazy.
What is Mr. Overseas? Is that a reality show? What
No,
is
so
that?
you guys have Love Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So he was on Love Island last season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, because I saw that on your page or somewhere.
Who was on
Just
Love
doing
Island?
research. Yeah.
I had my boy Chris that I met up with yesterday. We did a stream together. They call him Mr. Overseas because he plays basketball overseas.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, do you know who's the only other streamer we had? What was that? YPK?
Yeah,
Ray or?
yeah, I met him a couple times.
Yeah.
Just a lot of basketball content.
I don't understand. Like, you know, from
You
watch.
can stream anything.
No, I know you can stream anything, but just from
Not
watching
anything.
him,
Not anything.
Wait, okay, fair.
Hey, wait, yeah,
There's specific sites for that one.
Yeah.
Not anything.
Back to OnlyFans.
yeah. Our
OnlyFans just streams.
No, it's
Is
called,
there-
it's
is-
called Chatterbait.
chatter.
Get so freaky.
Oh
Hey,
my
Rachel.
god,
I've never heard of that.
Guys,
Rachel heard
look,
from
we've
a
had
friend.
Why
we've
do
had
you know about
we've
that?
had 1,000 porn stars on this
on
this.
We
Not
have.
1,000, but we've had probably 20.
This was a
20
camp.
Find that
actual
little
porn
race me on
stars.
Chatterbait.
This
Let me find
this
out.
been
No.
this been this has been a webcam studio before because I have a daughter with a porn star. With a-
Chatterbait.
This was a porn room?
No. The pink one.
The other rooms in
Gotcha.
here
Okay.
were
I was about to stop touching stuff.
yeah. But what's crazy
Okay,
is
Dad, let's go.
they were all on my free cams. So my free cams, there's not nudity and stuff.
Mhm.
So you had to go to these Chatterbaits, and I forget what the other one was called. Those were the ones where they could do live content. They weren't doing that here. They were just doing just normal
Wait.
girl shit.
So speaking of
Look at
streaming,
Little Rach just comes out with
Listen.
Chatterbait.
Let's go.
No. Listen though.
Little
Speaking of
Rach.
streaming though, which one's better, Twitch or Kick? And tell me why. Because I'm curious. Because like we're trying to figure out what platform we should start streaming on.
And I mean, you'd obviously say both if that's what you do both, right?
The money on Kick is technically better. You get a better split. Twitch takes a lot more of your money. So when I made that $1,000, Twitch took half of that.
Oh my God.
Twitch, but
Jesus.
it goes in
Dang.
tiers though. So if you are an affiliate, you get 50-50. If you're a partner, I think it's 80-20 or 90-10. I think it's 80-20 or 70-30, one of those.
Wait.
And then once you get to like the top of the list, like the Cenats and the DDG, right? You're bringing in thousands of viewers, hundreds and thousands of viewers.
Yeah.
Then you can negotiate with Twitch. You probably do like a 90-10 or 85-15, but 50-50 for sure. But off the jump, I believe Kick is 50-50.
Now does Kick? I mean, I thought I always heard.
I'm sorry. 90-10. Kick is 90-10, I believe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is it
Off the
more? Is there rules
That's
with
way
like
better.
like Twitch being like? 'Cause I just know people were saying Kick let you get away with like what?
Yeah.
As far as like
Twitch is
swearing or
Twitch is a larger, put like this, Twitch is a larger platform. Millions of viewers, hundreds of millions of viewers. Kick is a smaller platform, still has millions of viewers, but not as much as Twitch. Now, Twitch has a lot more kids on the platform. So because of that, they're a lot more strict with the content. So if you are that mid-tier to larger streamer, your stuff will start getting flagged for, swearing or nudity and stuff like that, unless you make sure that your settings are on 18+. If it's not, and there's girls twerking on there, you're doing a lot of excessive cursing, or if you have a nip slip, you can get your account taken away. Now on Kick, it's a little bit more lenient with stuff like that. So that's why people are sliding to Kick a little bit more, because you can get away with a lot more and the money's better. But Twitch, you're going to get a lot more viewers because it's a larger platform. So like, for example, right now,
Like worldwide.
I have on Kick, I have 19 viewers, and on Twitch, I'm at 50.
Mm.
So
Right. Okay.
you have a lot more on Twitch.
And does it go back and forth? Or do you ever set yours under the 18 because you feel like I mean I do feel like kids, you know, I watch what so I would say to my daughter's mom,
Mhm.
you know, shooting porn content. With my daughter, I'd wake up and there would be just this family from Wisconsin packing the lunch, doing the normal stuff, and they got millions. And I'm like, do you understand that this lady from Wisconsin is packing her kids' lunch and they're driving her to school and she's making more money than you?
Wow.
Like, it was crazy just to see the just a basic, normal, they do little field trips in their yard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you feel like there's a lot more younger kids on the computer to where you want your content to still be able to, you know, hit the people probably 12 years old maybe and up?
That no. Like if
No.
somebody were to ask me like what's the age range like that you will want for your content for myself, I'll probably say like 16 plus. Like for sure gotta be like, or maybe 16, 17 plus. Like on your way to graduate high school. That's my I feel like my content is digestible, but my content isn't for a 10-year-old. Absolutely not. You shouldn't be watching my content if you're 10 years old.
Are you hip hop or R&B?
Both. More hip hop though.
More hip hop?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm more R&B. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Usher or Chris?
Chris.
Thank you.
As a performer or artist or all together?
All together.
Chris, what?
Yeah,
You threw
yeah,
Usher
yeah.
in there? Are you crazy?
Yeah, I'm just saying because a lot of people contest me about that. I'm like, Usher, I was like, there's nobody on this planet as an artist that can touch Chris right now.
Yeah.
Like
no.
nobody.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Chris is up there. I think without if whatever happened to him didn't happen to him when he was 16.
Done.
Yeah. He's
Done.
Michael Jackson status. He's still up there with MJ.
Exactly.
And he
With
still has
that.
a lot, with that.
No,
So he still has a lot to go. But even MJ had his own stuff going on too. So it's at that point, you could really make it. Honestly, they both have stuff going on personally. You could really make the argument they right there.
That's
but
a
the only
very
difference
valid
is,
point.
I think it just seemed like social media definitely changed things because back
For
then,
sure.
seeing the MJ was like rare.
Seeing God.
Yeah.
So people was like seeing
God.
I've never.
Hey,
it's
but
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, but you know what I mean, though. You know what I mean? People fainting
The
and
way
going
that they were
crazy,
acting,
just like they see him and just go crazy. You know what I mean? I know girls like Chris, but I don't think nobody's like seeing him on the spot and just having a heart attack. Like Michael was like that.
Yeah, because social media changed everything. So now everybody's so accessible. So
I've
Yeah.
never from traveling the world, you run into pretty much everybody. I've never seen Michael Jackson in person or Prince.
Yeah, me. I already told you about my Prince story, but I've talked to Prince on the phone a couple times. But that's another interview.
Okay.
But but I just wanted to see what your thought was about that.
Yeah,
because
I met I didn't meet him, but I seen Chris at the Brand Risk event. He was casually walking outside, you know, smoking for a sec. I was contemplating, like, man, do I go up to him? Do I say something? He's dolo, he's with the security, nobody's really around.
Right.
And I was like, man, like he's just one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
But part of me was like, nah, just leave him alone. But those be those moments where I'm like, man, I could probably really make a connection right now, but at the same time, he's just chilling.
I feel like
I don't know if this is appropriate to walk up to him.
So
You know what I'm
my
saying?
question is like, obviously you're being mindful about that situation. Now, do you think that to get to the next level in streaming, you need to like go up to those celebrities and kind of be like, hey, what's up? Like I'm Vegas guy, like do.
Nah.
Like, do you think, or do you feel like maybe eventually down the line you'll probably just run into them?
Nah, I think it's all on God's time. And I think if it's meant to be, it's going to align. I don't think, like a lot of these people that I see, I don't view it like, oh my God, it's my one and only chance. I've already been in rooms. I've been around famous people since I was younger. My dad worked at Four Seasons Hotel for 20 some odd years. He knew hella people.
The Four Seasons here in Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas. When it was popping though, back in the early 2000s, when Four Seasons was popping with the celebrities. So I've been in those environments. I've met people like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's not like I don't come from the mindset of, oh, it's my only chance to meet him. I'm going to see him again. It's good. I'll meet him when it's more appropriate. When somebody else introduced me. I like to be introduced. I don't like to walk up to strangers.
100%.
I feel that.
I like to be introduced.
100%.
It makes it a little bit easier flowing than some stranger walking up to you. What am I going to say? Hey, I'm Vegas Con, one of the best streamers in Vegas, da-da-da. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Right.
And then that's it.
What do I really expect from this conversation? You know what I'm saying?
And that's your impression.
And he meets
that
people all the time. He's not going to remember me. I meet him when it's appropriate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Can I say this real quick? I know we're not supposed to do this, but I'm just going to do 2 seconds of this. I was a big Kobe fan. I was at an award show, and I'm sitting there with my cast of America's Best Dance Crew, and Kobe walked past me and was like, "What's up?" I swear to God, my voice was right there. And I was like, I did that. And he was like, "What's up?" I was like, dude, I was done after that. You know, but
so he knew who you were.
He knew who I
That's
was,
dope,
and that's
bro.
how I want to
That's
meet him.
dope.
You know, even though it wasn't a connection, but you know what I mean.
I think that's better.
On that Kobe thing, the craziest thing, because like I said, I'd put him in the Michael Jackson category, but I was working out at LVAC on Eastern, which is just overpacked everything. And Kobe Bryant was there working out. And I never even seen him in a basketball game besides on TV.
Yeah.
He had 2 trainers, and they have those little aisles of weights.
Yeah.
And he was just doing the walk. And I'm thinking, it was during summer league, and I'm like, of all the gyms, you're gonna go to LVAC, the most overpopulated. But what was crazy was nobody was messing with him. I mean, he had trainers which you weren't gonna go past them to go over there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just seemed so normal, but it was so abnormal.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, again, it would have been like me seeing Michael Jackson. I was like,
just working out.
I'd never seen Kobe Bryant.
Let me join you real quickly.
Never even seen him in a basketball game live that wasn't on TV. So to see him at LVAC, I was like, wow, this is really strange.
Yeah.
Crazy.
On the basketball topic and on meeting basketball players, I have a funny story.
Yes, let's hear it.
My dad, if I'm not mistaken, to this day, you still not fond of LeBron, right?
Okay. Oh,
and let me tell you why.
Why?
This is why when we talked about meeting people for the first time.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
NBA Summer League. I was a kid, maybe 10, 12 years old, somewhere in there. This is before LeBron was like really LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He was young LeBron, I think like rookie or first couple of years LeBron, right?
Okay.
NBA Summer League. He's on the court. My dad walks up to him. Hey man, nice to meet you. Meet my son. I think, what did he do? Did he not shake my hand or not give me an autograph? What was it? Or he didn't want to take a picture. He didn't want to do a handshake. He didn't want to shake, but he was, hey, like, it was good. He just wasn't trying to be very interactive.
Right.
And my dad was like, word? Since then, my dad not fucking
I would have felt the same way. Like you said,
you didn't do the handshake? Nah.
You got to be respectful because the fans are what make you, man.
That's
At the end of
true.
the day, you got to understand that.
Yeah.
You don't
It's
realize
okay.
it until
I'm going to make it right one day. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna be LeBron when it's appropriate. And we're gonna have an interaction. We're gonna laugh about it. We're gonna be cool. But I never forget that to this day. I know that my dad was like, I'm not jacking LeBron, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
was
crazy.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I remember how I like how people will break down the difference between him and Jordan, and I mean it's totally different.
Yeah, I can't even put them in the same category. I don't even know how people do it. I don't know if it's for clicks or for fame or whatever, but they're 2 totally different players, man.
Yeah, and I mean the closest I never crossed paths with Michael Jordan, but I was at my house one day and hanging out and had some people over and stuff, and somebody was like, "Yeah, this is my friend Michael Jordan."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, Michael Jordan, like the player?" And he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "That's my dad." And I'm like, "What?" Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah." And what was crazy was he was partying. And he said his dad set him up with all the stores in the mall that say flight.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, he's like, I gotta shoot to Florida first thing in the morning. We're opening another store. But yeah, it was, I don't know if it was so long ago. I don't know if that was the son that ended up with Pippen's wife.
Yeah.
Because Michael Jordan has a couple sons, but it was crazy. I'm like, that's the closest.
They're all named Michael Jordan?
No, just one of them.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Just one of them is Michael Jordan II or who knows, but yeah, that was the closest I ever got to Michael Jordan. But I was like, man, what a life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he's working. He did put him on to doing those stores, those little flight stores or whatever.
So like, what do you think streaming, how long do you think it takes to actually get to a point where you're really successful?
For me? Or you're saying for like just
in general? Like if people wanted to start streaming, like, do they have to wait 3, 4, 5 years, or can they be super successful in 3 months?
In 3 months? I don't know. You gotta really know some people and go viral overnight to make it pop it in 3 months. But I would say the average streamer, it's gonna take you years for sure. To build an audience that you could entertain, that can, help you make a living off of, it's gonna take you a very long time. I think when I looked it up, the average streamer tries streaming for 30 days and then they give up. I think it's like the top 1% make it past 30 days.
Well, I hear a lot of podcasts.
A lot of people try it.
A lot of those red pill guys podcasts, they get so mad about the girls that are in that 10% on OnlyFans making the, 10,000 a week or whatever. And they're like, all these really good girls are coming into OnlyFans. And the reality of it, it's they're only making $500 at the end of the month or less.
Yeah.
So they're like, you guys got to stop giving people this illusion. So I think people with streaming, they see other streamers, they want to do it, but it's like anything else. It's like they don't realize it. I mean, same as a podcast, as a show, like it's a long game.
That does kind of, I'm not gonna lie, that does kind of bother me that it's so many people trying to claim that they're streamers, but they don't really stream. But that's just like anything,
right?
But because I take it so seriously and I have a lot of passion behind it, I work so hard. I know when people say, "Oh man, like I stream too," and I'm like, "Okay, like I hear you, but like, what's your hours like?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your hours for the year? How many hours have you streamed?
How many hours have you put in?
Over 700.
Just this year?
Yeah, just this year.
Wow.
So yeah, I look at that stuff. Like, how many hours are you putting in? How often are you streaming? Have you done any 24-hour streams? Have you done any subathons? Like, you know what I'm saying?
How is that? Does that get goofy?
What?
24-hour stream as it gets down to the...
No, it's actually more fun than you think.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun than you think. Just think about it like this.
Like,
right?
do you sleep on the stream?
You can sleep on stream too, yeah. When's the last time you guys like got with your friends and just like hung out all night? Like, all day.
That's what we were thinking about. Yeah.
It's been a while.
No, that'd be fun.
So get with your friends.
Yep.
Hang out all day, all night till the sun comes up and stream it. You'll see how quick it's going to go by, how much content you're going to get, how much fun you're going to have. It genuinely makes you feel like an inner kid again.
And you got to have so many batteries and like so much stuff to keep that, you know, especially if you're out on a, you know,
that's what I mentioned
production.
Something, and we're not streamers, but I mentioned, I'm like, you know, if we could all just commit an hour or so.
Yeah.
I said, just off the people we know and the people who've been on this show, I'm like, if we, you know, again, we don't want to party.
Yeah.
But if we were letting in, you know, just past guests of ours.
Yeah.
One each hour or by the 2 hour. You know, and I said, I wouldn't want to bring in 2 or 3 streamers. It's just one at a time.
Yeah.
And then interact with them. I go, this is kind of like a little house.
Yeah.
And I said, I know I could get some, you know, drop some bombs with some people that would stop by or
have some
DJ.
good content.
Yeah.
What is your goal from here? Like, what is something that you say, this is one of the things that I've always wanted to do, or what's something you want to get for your family? Or like just like, what's your future goal?
Like with streaming or like just life goal?
Life goal.
Life goal. Build a community and a platform that I can use my good. How do I say this? I want to say without giving away too much. But like this, I want to build a platform to where once I have a large enough community, my words mean something. The entertainment, all the stuff that I do for the clicks and the viral moments, that's fun. But when it's all said and done, once I have that community of people and I have those eyes on me, I'm making sure that I'm using my platform for something good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
So how much of an owner is, you know, I hear so many different things. How connected to Kick is Adin Ross? I mean, is he 100% owner? Is he just one of many?
I have no clue.
I keep hearing different things because for a while we had Charleston White recording out of here. And the producer we were using, he just kept saying like, "Oh man, I didn't understand the levels on Kick you have to go," but he's like, "Yo, you know, Charleston's tight with Adin, and if Adin brings you in and makes you, you know, level you up without having to go through them beginning steps."
Right.
He was saying, "I think he could do that." But the more I've asked people, you know, I said, "Is Adin Ross the sole owner of Kick?" And I don't think
owner.
that
Nah, heck no. He might be one of the owners. He might have talked himself into a business deal with him to be a partial owner, but full owner, no, I don't believe so.
Yeah. But man, that's, I mean, a lot of these guys that you're seeing, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, some of them just seem kind of goofy. Like,
they are.
To me, I look at it and I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Even Adin, I'm like, I don't see, to me, I mean, I don't see nothing cool.
It's a niche though, and that's why I like when
he has to be doing something. I
like when the cooler streamers get that spotlight because I think because a lot of the first wave of streamers were like the corny niche type. I think it gave streaming a bad name. It gave them a bad outlook. And I think that's when a lot of people think streamers, they bring up certain people. I'm not going to name any names, but they bring up certain people that have that corny, cringe, lame type of vibe to them that'll just do absolutely anything for a clip. Do absolutely anything to go viral, you know, and have no real morals to them. But then there is a whole other lane of people who are cool. who have morals and have actual character and can entertain without doing goofy shit. So it's just about getting those people the same spotlight that these guys got when they first came out. So it's just different niches.
My question is, if you're streaming, do you have to constantly be entertaining your audience?
Preferably. If you're going to be streaming, you definitely want to always be an entertaining mindset. If
That means as you're going on, like as we're going on, when they say entertain your audience, are you like turning and, or you're watching the chat?
Yeah, watching the chat, or just if you're not watching the chat, you better be entertaining. And if you're not entertaining, you better be watching the chat.
Do they tell you to hire somebody? It's a good thing to have somebody that's doing your chat so you can actually be doing your content?
You can have like moderators that can moderate your chat virtually so they can kind of see what's going on in the chat, give you alerts, ban people if people are saying crazy stuff, and just help you monitor your chat. But ultimately, as a streamer, it is your responsibility to make sure you're paying attention to your chat. Sometimes I do a bad job of that because I get caught up in the moment where I get so locked in making sure I'm not like this the whole time when I'm streaming with people. So I try to be in the moment and create the content. And I'd be like, damn, I ain't checked the chat in like 10 minutes. So, but I think that also comes from me being a smaller streamer. If I were a big streamer where my chat is just booming, like messages every 10, 20 seconds, I probably would look at it a little bit more to see what's kind of going on, see what the reactions are. But because my comments are maybe coming in every 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it's not as much activity because I'm a smaller streamer. So sometimes I lose track and we get caught up in the moment. Yeah, it'll change.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Especially if you have like that mentality and that's like one of your goals and your visions. I think if you stick with that and you continue and your consistency, you're definitely going to get there. You know,
when your stream is done, do you post it somewhere?
Yeah. So once you get done streaming, it automatically posts as what's called a VOD. That VOD gets posted onto Kick or Twitch.
So you can go back and watch.
So I can go back and watch. Anybody else can go back and watch. Or I can take that that VOD that's on Twitch or Kick. I can export it to YouTube if I want as well. Or you can export it anywhere. You can just save it as a file if you want. Yeah. You can go back and edit and clip it up if you want to. But once you post it as a VOD, that VOD cannot be edited. I want to make sure that's noted. Once that VOD is posted, you can't edit that. So whatever's in that 3-hour stream, you can't go and remove something.
Oh, really?
It's stuck on there. Now, I can export it to YouTube and cut it up and cut something out. But on Twitch or Kick, once it posts as a VOD, that's done for.
Right.
So it's live. So whatever you do or say, that's why if you ever seen somebody where if there's something crazy that happens, like a fight, a shooting, a crazy nip slip, or a word that gets said with a bigger streamer, or even personal information. I've seen people accidentally leak their address or leak their bank account just clicking through their tabs on the computer. Oh, damn. You got to immediately cut stream and go back to the bar and delete it. If you got a crazy fan base, they're going to be on it.
Right.
Seconds we're talking about.
Exactly.
And if you get your checking the route number leaked, you might be cooked, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
I have a question for you. Who is Vegas Kai?
Who is Vegas Kai?
Yeah. Who are you? Like, tell me who you are. If somebody was to come up.
Is that your real name, Kai?
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's what I say. It's a persona. Vegas Kai is a persona. That's not like my actual name. But I would say Vegas Kai is just a more exaggerated and comedic and outgoing person than who I actually am. I think off camera, I'm a lot more shy and reserved. I'm a little bit more introverted. But I think once I get on camera, my extrovertedness comes out. My dad always told me when I was younger, because I played football growing up, he thought I was going to be a comedian. But but I could see it though, because I have that side of me that's feel funny. And I love comedy. I love to make people laugh, genuinely.
That's awesome.
So me just liking to entertain people, that's where the Vegas Kai comes out. But myself personally, I'll be chilling, bro. But it does work against me, because when I'm not on stream, I've had a lot of people who have told me that they thought that I was like arrogant, or that I have an ego, because they see the social media, they see all the stuff. So they expect me to be that way all the time. And they see me, I just be chilling. They were like, why are you acting like that? Like, why is he not Vegas Kai? Like, because I'm chilling, gang. Like, I'm not on camera.
What is this mansion place you were talking about? And I heard Poon and them say one night that they were going to it.
So big shout out to Bitfortune. Shout out to Bitfortune.com. Bitfortune is an online gambling casino. And they put together a project out here in Vegas where they got a big mansion, and they pretty much wanted to essentially create a streamer group. And those streamers are obviously accounted for. They're going to stream casino content. They're going to make content for Bitfortune just in general, and they can make their own personal content as well. So yeah, that project was put together, I want to say about 60 days ago. And right now we're in a transitional phase. Long story short, the HOA does not like us.
Oh,
I was gonna say somebody.
the HOAs suck here in Vegas.
There go to the neighborhood.
So,
One incident.
We have a lot of famous people in our neighborhood. We have a lot of important congressmen and congresswomen in our neighborhood. And when
so they're not liking the hype that
when they got whiff that there is a content house, or we don't claim it a content house, they claim it a content house. When they just heard that there's a house where there's being content made at, they were not jacking it. So they filed motion to get us out of there. We don't really want no issues with them. At the end of the day, it's not that serious. We'll find another house to go to. But Bitfortune is in the process of wanting to do a couple of different projects. They want to do like a streamer warehouse. They have a whole lot of stuff they're going to do here in Vegas. So Bitfortune is making their stamp in the city, and I'm just doing my due diligence to spread the message and let everybody know that there is a big project going to come to Vegas that's going to help content creators and streamers for sure. So shout out to Bitfortune. Like
if they need a private equity, let me know.
Okay.
Private equity. There she is. What about that? Obviously we saw that crap that went on the strip where that streamer got shot live. And here was the thing, like, I kept hearing them, calling them streamers and content creators, and I was looking at their numbers, and obviously they were very low, but it was crazy how much attention. I mean, obviously if somebody gets shot on a stream, it's gonna draw everybody on the strip. Like, did that do anything like to make things negative with streamers, or with like law enforcement to streamers, or anybody?
I don't think so. I think that in that type of scenario, I think that was just something personal that was going on.
That's just insane.
It just happened to get caught on live, and it is unfortunate. I don't know the extreme details, but from what I know, there were things that were said online between both the dudes, and one of the dudes took it too far and mentioned something super personal.
And they seemed older too.
Yeah,
they
seemed like
older, like 40.
Yeah, plus. And the other dude, he crashed out, and he decided to ride around all day looking for the dude. Obviously, you seen his low. I think he was streaming at the time. You seen his low. He was on the strip, pulled up, just like that. But that's where, like I said earlier, like, this is not the streets, gang. This is not the rap industry. This isn't hip hop where things can get. There's no need for that at all. So that's, like I said, for me leading from the front, I'm trying to keep the peace. That doesn't need to happen.
That's like
my
the
biggest thing is I don't like to beef with people, because realistically, you're not going to beat my ass.
Right.
95% of the time, you're not going to beat my ass. I'm not saying we're not going to fight. I'm saying you're not going to beat my ass.
Right.
And then 99% of the time, you're not going to kill me over it. So what are we beefing about? You're not going to kill me. You're not going to beat my ass. Bro, just go about your life. It's
exactly.
So after that brand event that you just went to, do you think that you could beat up Ray J?
You dead ass.
Listen, I ain't been in a fight in 20 years. I would.
Ray J was looking rough.
I would knock him out.
He was looking rough.
Ray J not lasting. Respect to Ray J.
Yeah,
right.
Boxing, bro, he not lasting the first round.
Dude, he's in the hospital. They're talking about, I got 10 more fights. I'm like, bro.
What is going on?
I would love to get on burn rest. I'm going to make so much money. I would be such like an underdog. Nobody knows who I am. I come out the woodworks.
Yeah.
I'm taking all my boxing. Let Adin Ross reach out. I'm taking all my boxing content down. You're not going to know nothing. I'm going to come on that bitch. You're going to think I'm just a streamer. So I get in that ring, I turn to Javante Davis. Mickey. Oh, who is this dude? Yeah.
Hey, I know we'll pull up that one.
And I hated seeing Johnny Manziel do that.
I loved it. That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was super funny, but I mean, I still, even though he kind of had that decline, I'm like, man, Johnny Manziel it just, to me, it like lowered his branding.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Like, just fighting Bob.
Why? See, this is my thing, right? There are a ton of people who've done great things in the past. Yeah. I think streaming is a great opportunity to get your name back out there, because a lot of people who probably forgot about Johnny. So okay, he's not playing football no more, but what do we want to see him do? Like, let him move on with his life. Let him get in the ring and beat somebody up. That's fun. He doing something. He could be doing a lot worse. A lot of people fall off, and they fall off hard.
Exactly.
So
if you in the streaming entertainment industry or content creation, I like it, bro. I think it's good. Get your name back out there, bro. Get some money.
Yeah.
No, because somebody's going to do it. You know what I mean?
They're going to do it.
So,
Do you guys remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Of course.
Back in the day on
Clays.
Adult Swim? That's literally what I feel like Brainless is going to end up being.
Yeah.
This is just another Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah, and that was beautiful.
I used to love that show, bro.
Show,
yeah.
It was crazy seeing that. I think what was there? I think there was a couple NBA guys on there. That was
Yeah, was it Michael Beasley and
yeah, that was.
Why did they cut stuff like
Michael
stuff like that? Should
Beasley.
last forever.
It is.
Man.
It is funny though, man. Like to see because I always thought the first time I saw it was I always thought I forgot the first time somebody Jake Paul fought the basketball player. That
Nate Robinson.
Yeah. And I said before it even happened, I said, bro, just from me starting at 5 years old and the training that I put in, and I'm not a pro athlete, I'm like, I don't believe a normal citizen off the street can beat an athlete at that level who made it to the NBA and just came out. And man, was I wrong on that one, man? Because I'm like, just because you got that extreme athlete in you,
that
he's
nothing.
He's small, but he could dunk, and he just, like I said, I guess it just means you're not a fighter.
Boxing is different. I think for me playing football, and I had very nice feet, in football, that the feet for sure transferred over.
What high school did you go to out here?
Chaparral. So the feet definitely transferred over, and athleticism transferred over, but that's not all people. So for anybody that wants to get into boxing, it's not easy at all.
Oh,
it's not easy.
Definitely
it's very,
not easy.
very hard sport. For sure harder than football. But just me being an athlete, it does help, but it doesn't make it to where I think I could beat everybody else. I'm very humble when I walk into a boxing gym. In the street, I don't feel nobody can touch me. But in the boxing gym, I'm closed lit. There's dudes in there who got them for real.
Oh, yeah.
Have you met
I'm in a pro gym. I'm not in the amateur gym. I'm in a pro gym. So I'm an amateur training in a pro gym.
Right.
So I'm very humble in that.
Right.
Yeah.
What gym do you go to out here?
Top rank.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Frank. He let me come back.
Cool. Yeah. Do you know, have you met John Easter?
Yeah. That's my guy. Yeah.
Oh, man, he's awesome. I just went probably about a month ago. He was at that, was it Bones? Whatever.
Bones
Adams gym.
Yeah.
Somebody else took over, but yeah, it was the first time I went. I seen him in videos, but it was the first time I seen him live.
Yeah.
And he, I thought sparring with him would be super light.
No.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
They put a
Yeah, I heard he's quick.
He's super quick. And
He's
then the guy,
too.
the owner, I think it was his son. It was a Hispanic guy.
Bro,
he was going. I mean, they were. It was almost. I would say that wasn't even sparring.
That was a fight.
It was a fight for sure. And John even hurt or pulled something. He didn't get hurt physically, but But I mean, it's just seeing it that fast. It's just like, holy crow.
Boxing is scary, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like me training the past 4 years and me being in the pro gyms and seeing how hard sparring can get. I'm not a big fan of hard sparring. I don't like it.
No, I didn't think
it's very bad for the brain.
I believe that.
A lot of it's ego because it can start off light and you hit someone a little bit too hard and you're trying to get them back. I like people who like to work. Like even if you give me a good shot, I'm not straight trying to go retaliation. I'm still trying to set something up. I'm not just going there swinging for the fence and trying to hurt you back. So I like people that work with me. But yeah, I've had my fair share of good spars. I sparred 2 pros. One of them is Adrian Bowler. He is Adrian Bowler, not Broner. Adrian Bowler.
Okay, yeah,
Bowler. He's a pro. I think he's 6-0, 5 KOs. He's coming up. Those are one of them things where once he hits the mainstream, because bro, Adrian got it. Once Adrian hits mainstream, I can finally rest knowing that my first time getting knocked down was by him because he's strong and he's little. He's probably like a 135. He walks around probably like 150, but he's super strong, bro. He's the only dude to ever drop me.
Wow,
only dude to ever drop me. But it's one of the things that where once he gets to the big leagues, you know, and those big fights, then I can say like I have no problem saying yeah, he knocked me for sure. Yeah, he got me down.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Mariah the Scientist.
Really?
Say that again.
Mariah the Scientist.
Who's that?
That's
crazy.
I'm
old. I don't even know who that is.
People for you to say.
That's Young Thug's girl. She's an R&B artist.
Say the name again.
Mariah the Scientist.
I'll show you.
Were you trying to get at her when Young Thug was still in jail?
No.
Was she with him prior to him going in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I felt like that was forever. Young Thug.
I genuinely like her music too. Like I got 2 moods. I only really play 2 artists. Majority of the time I play NBA YoungBoy and Mariah the Scientist. So on the way to the club, straight YoungBoy. On the way back from the club, 3 a.m. I'm vibing, it's Mariah the Scientist.
I've always been so worried about
Still
NBA.
not the crib, Mariah the Scientist. For sure. No, her music's really good.
Oh, wow.
So if anybody wants to know like what my type is, that's what my
there
type
it is right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just okay. One more thing though before we head out of here.
Yeah.
I saw this like $100,000 gambling showdown.
It's on
Like,
DDG.
what's going on with that? Like,
So I ran into DDG at the brand risk event. We're outside. I ran into him a couple times, especially in like the last like year. And I think he remembered me this time. And I walked up to him, and my buddies were kind of having a conversation about gambling at the house through Bitfortune. And I think he mentioned 100,000. He said, "Give me 100,000 to gamble with," and I said, "Easy. I know Bitfortune can do it." He looked at me like, and I'm like, "Yeah, like Bitfortune got it. Like they're an online gambling casino. They got money.
see, I tell
Let's
you,
do it.
that's where the money is
let's
right
get,
now.
You want to gamble
Getting those
100K?
sponsorships.
I'm not going to give you one. I think that was a misconception. I'm not going to give you 100,000.
Right.
You can come over to the house. We can gamble 100,000. I said, if you could take the 100 to 200, we'll split it.
Right.
And he was like, all right, take my number. But we never ended up talking about it. The deal didn't end up going through. But we're going to work something out eventually, I think, as we cross paths again.
Do you trust that though? I
Online
remember
gambling.
when they started doing the poker, a big bust went down relatively quickly with manipulation of cards and stuff.
Yeah.
When this was like when WSOP just came out.
So the thing is with Bitfortune, it's live. It's a live casino. So it's not like, I mean, they're computer games like the slot machine. There's slots, right?
Yeah.
But they also have table games. They have the roulettes and the blackjacks, the baccarat. These are live people. These are real people. So it's a camera in a room, and there's multiple dealers, and they're actually spinning the ball. They're actually dealing the cards.
Okay, no,
And
that would make
and
me
they're
feel
they're
much
live
better.
streaming it
Wow,
in an offshore location, and you're obviously placing your bets virtually online. So it's not like it's like an AI, no, it's a real person spinning the ball. It's a real person.
Oh, I
dealing the
feel a
cards.
lot better like that because I'm like, if not, I'm like, it's like,
no, it's definitely. I personally feel like you have a lot better odds of winning on Bitfortune than most other casinos because it's it's a newer and smaller casino. They want you to win, so I definitely encourage people like to gamble. Gamble on Bitfortune.
You got like a code?
Vegas_Kai.
Let's go. Let's sign up.
So with your dad being here, did he keep you out of the gambling, or do you go through a gambling phase at any point?
He's not really a big gambler. He'll on his way out the casino, maybe throw a little couple bucks in the slot, spin it to see what happens.
Yeah,
but he's not like super big on gambling.
Exactly.
So I wasn't. I ended up getting my liking for roulette on my own. That was on when I turned 21 and going to casinos. I ended up liking roulette. That's my game. But he wasn't a big table game guy.
Yeah. Well, before we get out of here, can I give you some advice?
Yep.
Okay. That's what I'd like to say to you. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy everything that happens to you. And when something bad happens to you, know that you're going to get through it. And it's only to teach you. And you probably heard this before, but something is telling me to tell you that because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming your way. And you're going to have the option to say yes or no, take it or leave it. And just be smart and feel good about it and just follow your gut and follow your heart. And you'll be good.
Yeah, and shout out to
good advice. Thank you, bro.
That was nice, and shout out to when you see Nile next time. It was probably you he was hanging out with, but he gave me a card. I act like I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of like a parent to him. He was he called me and
He's a grown man, by the way.
Hey, he called me and
for real.
He pitched me and said, "Hey man,
Daddy,
I can do this, but I just need a phone." And like I said, he's always such a nice person when I'm around. I go get him. I'm on like an iPhone 15. I go get him an iPhone 17.
You got him a phone?
Yeah, got him a phone.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. You real fast.
I got
He's
him
a real one.
Listen,
He's a real one.
I got him a phone, a case, the thing on it, everything, phone number. Went and met up with him, gave it to him, said if you ever lose it, it's $250 for the thing. He lost that shit in 1 week.
Oh my God.
This is when he went to New York?
Yes.
Yep.
He's calling me from New York. He's like on the phone of Verizon, and they're like, "Hey, this guy on your account." And
honestly,
I'm like, "Niles, what are you doing?"
I don't know what it is about Nile. It feels like I don't know if it's the magic that he does. I don't know what for he got around him, but it's like, bro, it's always something with you, gang. It's always something. It's annoying. As a friend, it's annoying. Like he calling me, I'm like, I know you finna ask for something, bro. I know you finna with the worst possible story. You won't believe this, Kai.
Right.
What happened, gang?
What happened?
Dude, he told me, he's like, "Yeah, I'm just out here shoveling driveways till I can get enough money to come home." And I'm like, Niall, I'm like, as a parent, dude, I got a 21-year-old. I've never bought him a cell phone. I bought you a cell phone, dude, and you didn't even hold it for a week.
He gotta. That's why I leave him. He got to go through it, bro.
Yeah.
You got to go through your own to learn. Because like, they're not gonna keep getting saved every time. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, where can people find you at on the internet?
All platforms Vegas_Kai VEGAS _KY, or sometimes it's just Vegas Kai. Vegas
Kai. How about you, Miss Little Rach?
You can find me on the interwebs at LilRach, LALRAYCH.
How about Chatterbait?
No.
You know we're all.
You should have known. You should have known.
You know we're all going to check when we get out of here. No,
wait, what is it? 1%?
I don't even know what Chatterbait is. I just heard the term.
No, that's just
How about you, Mr. Shane?
I am Shane Sparks on Instagram. Shane Sparks on Facebook.
Yep, and I'm just at Green Room Radio. I do have a personal page that says True that people message me on, but I'm not active on there. I just it's a backup page. But thank you very much, man, for coming through. It's interesting. I always tell people you either got it or you don't.
Yeah.
And I do believe that you got it.
So, I got it.
Yeah,
think I can make it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think the hardest thing in life, especially in the music business, man. I tell people I don't have the heart to tell people anymore, but I'm like, it has nothing to do with talent. You either got it or you don't.
Yeah.
And I can, again, I say I don't want to tell someone they don't, and then they go on and make it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
They'll play me something, and I'm just like, I can't do this no more, man.
So how do you gauge that with a streamer? How do you know if I got it?
It's just the whole aura about somebody. Just everything about, like I said, it goes beyond, music is beyond talent. Like I always referred to the OB Trices and the D12s. What was so special about them when we went to other countries where people would blow them out the water?
Yeah.
Well, they were friends with Eminem. So it's like there's a lot more to it, than just the music. It's the networking. It's the you gotta get in a camp to camps are launching camps. So like it's kind of like in the streaming world, eventually at one point when you're up there, now you'll have these affiliates under you.
Yeah.
That you can probably boost a little bit. So
yeah.
Hopefully that happens, man. Hopefully we're an affiliate because we wanna do one of these crazy 24 hours in our spot here.
Anybody that's around me at the beginning, I plan on taking them with me to the top. So y'all not gonna be forgotten, I promise.
All right.
You got my word on that.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and we will see you on Thursday for 103.1 The Hustle.
Let's go. See ya.
Green Room Radio.